Hey guys, Jake here from Inside Sim Racing, and today we're going to be checking out the all-new VNM Direct Haptics. Now, these are not available yet. We're thinking they'll be available around February or maybe early March, but when they are, they will be on our website. But for right now, let's just check these bad boys out and get into the video. Now, you might be asking, what exactly is a haptic reactor? Well, this little device basically derives telemetry from the game or whatever sim that you're driving and sends it into this and turns that telemetry data into tactile feedback, basically, which is what the motor does. So it simulates things like ABS, wheel lockup. You can even set it up for RPMs and like the vibration on the pedals that you would normally feel on like a big loopy car or a big race car, something like that. This one in particular is a linear actuator, so this is more like a really like punchy, acute feeling in the pedal when you have other things like rumble haptics, which are mainly for vibrations. This little guy is SimHub compatible, and it's a lot like SimMagic and or SimNet that we sell on our site. And just fall right in line with that. Now you can see right here on this one, we have this bracket. Now on the VNM, you have two separate brackets. The one that you see mainly in the video with the half moon design is going to be the main bracket, but you can opt for these brackets on our website if you'd like to, as these are more stable. There's really only one mounting point with adjustable sliders up and down on the pedal, but the other ones do allow you to have the actual adjustment like this. So that being said, let's get a little more in depth on the actual haptic reactor itself. Quickly going over how these are mounted here, you can see that on the side you have your two bolts on either side for the pedals, and it just incorporates using a sliding bracket right here for the haptic actuator, so you can actually roll it up and down and adjust where you'd actually like the haptic to be. You can see on the, if you're wondering why this one's a bit different, this was the original design, the concept design for it. Is ultimately adapted for a more adjustable bracket. So really cool design and very quick and simple to install. Another quick thing to note here is on the old controller, you have all your ports here and your USB and DFU. This will not be serviceable or usable for the actual haptics itself. So they do sell the upgraded controller, the kit for it. But if you do own a 3-pedal set that was made after August 25th, this will actually already come with it. And that includes, basically the whole new controller with all the new ports, the power supply, all your ports up here, and that will basically just come standard. So just want to make that a quick FYI. So loading up a VNM config here, you can see with the new UI updates that we have the ability to turn on the 3 motors here. Now you can change them from rumble or linear. I opted to set them up from a linear and just enabled all 3 of them. And then once you have that set up, with VNM config now, with the new UI update and software, these are actually compatible with SimHub. So now we can go into Shake It motors down here, and you can see right here under the 3-drop that we actually have the VNM pedals, and you can see that they are connected. You can do things like output tuning for the actual threshold and minimum force. And then you can go into this drop-down menu here, and you can see just all of the different options that you can actually, mess with. Now, for what I'm driving right now, I just set up RPMs on the clutch, throttle, I did speed, and then for the wheel lock, I just did front left and front right for the brake. You can feel that all in the pedal. You can change the frequency ratings. Everything you can think of, you can even test them. I don't know if you can hear that, but as I'm doing that, the actual pedals themselves are basically vibrating. You can basically test them out. So You can absolutely get lost in SimHub and the amount of options and like tuning that you can do. You can really bring the pedals alive into you with the haptics, and that's basically what they're meant for. But thanks to the SimHub compatibility, it makes these pedals, not only is the install super easy, but actually setting them up in the software is super easy, and it's super fast to get on the track and basically get the feeling that you're looking for buying for the haptics. One thing you will have to do with a quick FYI is you'll need to head over to the Effects Profile tab, and you can see right here I'm clicking on the RPM. You can actually turn on the inputs inside the motor inputs tab, but you actually need to come over to the effects profile for them to take effect, and you can see right here at the drop down you can actually click on these separately and edit the response curves. You can edit like how much strength you have coming in for the actual haptic on that effect, and so on and so forth. So with all that being said, I think these haptics are a great upgrade. Even if you're just a casual enjoyer or you're looking for a competitive edge, I think these will serve a great purpose. Overall, they're not going to make you faster out of the box, but remember, at the end of the day, if these things can make you more consistent, that is speed on the track. So these are going to come in at 45 bucks a pop, and I definitely recommend these if you got the extra cash. I think haptics are a great way to get, if you don't have like motion, for example, haptics are a great option for getting that little bit of more like oomph feel to your pedals and kind of pulling you in a little bit more to the immersion, which again, the more immersed you are and the more comfortable you are on a sim, the faster you're going to be. So these are a great little addition to any sim rig, and the SimHub compatibility is awesome. And just the amount of customization you can do on the pedal. You know, I've been messing around with the shop for a while, so, and driving it on, especially like on iRacing, for example, the older style cars that don't have like ABS or anything like that, programming these to trigger under wheel lockup is super nice for understanding where you're at, especially since it's so hard to kind of feel the tires sometimes on the sim models. So that being said, that is going to wrap it up on the VNM Haptics. Like I said, coming around here in like late February, it's probably going to be more middle of March. These will be available on our website at simmotion.com, and you can go ahead and pick those up. With that being said, I have been Jake with Inside Sim Racing, and I will catch you in the next video.